Hello everyone, welcome to Cornflower Crafts. Today I have a giveaway, but before I show you the embroidery floss that I am going to have in the giveaway, I thought that I would just give you some examples. If you don't already know them, you probably already know them, but just in case you don't, of how versatile embroidery floss is when it comes to most kinds of crafting. Even in jewelry making, you can use embroidery floss. And I've been working with it since I was a teenager, so that was many moons ago. And not only is it versatile, but it comes in so many beautiful, beautiful colors. And I'm just did a few things to show you how I use it. And you can embroider on cardstock. A lot of people who use their sewing machine on cardstock and paper know that, you know, the machine works beautifully. Well, when you do it by hand, it works beautifully too, as long as you do not pull your embroidery floss too tight. And so this is just a few examples. This is the back stitch here. And this is every ½ inch, there's a hole, okay? And I will show you what I use for the hole. Not everybody has one of these. They are expensive, I have to admit, but I've had mine for several years and I use it all of the time. This is a Tim Holtz ruler, and the cool thing about this, one of the coolest things about this, it's got many cool things, but it has holes. Don't know if this camera's picking it up, all the way down here. And if you have one of these little pokey tools from Dollar Tree, you can use that. There's also pokey tools that people make themselves. There are one that I use also from We Are Memory Keepers. There are many you can use too, you know, and this will show you, you can do, if you're doing every, you know, ½ inch, this type of thing. It just shows you boom, 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 you know, and that's this one. And then this one is a back stitch as well, in a ½ inch, every ½ inch. And then I did 2 rows of the holes for the cross stitch. And then also 2 rows of holes for the blanket stitch, okay? And I learned I should have started holding the floss this way and coming up. I should have started there, but I was just thinking, I just did what I normally did when I do work with fabric. Okay. They called this the blanket stitch. Back home, we call it a buttonhole stitch, and I have actually done buttonholes by hand in this stitch, but of course they're very, very, very close together, okay? And like, just for example, that's why I left this on here. You would go down with this in this hole, but you would hold your floss with your thumb, okay? So that when you go up, there's a little loop there, and you would pull it snug, but not too snug. You know what I mean? Where it's like, uh-oh, I've ripped the hole, okay? So, and that's how it looks on the back, in case you're interested. And in these, instead of tying a knot or going under the, you can also take your needle and go under the stitches you've already made on the back, but at the same time, which works beautifully on fabric, but I don't know how beautiful that would work on paper. So I actually cut teeny tiny pieces of, well, small pieces of cardstock and glued it down to say, you can also just glue it down. I've also glued them down before and just stuck my finger there to hold it and make sure that all of the floss, depending on how many strands you use, is all secured. I also, if you watched my video, I did BB's birthday challenge that she has going on right now. I did one of these for her. It may not be showing up. It is not the exact purple, but it's got a little more red in it. But I went around here in the back stitch, and then when came up and tied a little bow, did the same thing with this one, but put more. This is showing up nice and thick because, let me see how many strands I use. I think it's 4. Yeah, 4 strands of embroidery floss so on it. And then on this one, I went around, and then this applique used to have a huge pearl in the center of it. It was on a applique butterfly. I took that out, and then I came up through the center of the bow, put the sequin here, and on top of that is a French knot. And then back down through the center, and then tied it in a knot, and that's how that one looks. Okay. As you know, and I think everybody's been doing this for years, you can make cute little bows with just scraps of fabric, where you can gather it in the middle by sewing it, going around and around with your floss, because you can sew it with just one strand of floss and then go around and around. But before you do that, you can make a little embroidery floss bow by wrapping it around your fingers and then twisting it in the center, and then going around it with your floss and then tying it in the back. If you don't want the bow on top of a bow, you can actually just snip each side, and you've got a more shabby than chic embroidery floss showing here. Make sure this is super tight in the center, and if you still don't feel comfortable with that, you might want to put a tiny drop of glue on either side to make sure that they are secure, because this is just strand after strand of embroidery floss. So that's just some of the things. I'm sure you all could tell me what you do. The other thing that so many crafters do is they'll take just one strand and just ball it up. You know what I mean? Make it fun, like so. Nothing structured at all, and just go boom. Maybe even scrunch it around. What I used to do is put double-sided tape down, scrunch it around till I liked it, and then place a butterfly on top, or a flower, or what have you. That's always fun too. Now the colors that the winner will receive, they're all by Anchor. It's this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Aren't they gorgeous? This one, and this one as well. Okay. Now, if you've been here before and entered any of my giveaways, then you'll know what I'm about to say. Number 1, you have to be 18 years old or older. Number 2, you have to be a visible subscriber. No. Yeah, you do need to be. I need to see you. There are, but I'll be honest with you, there are some of you who are set on private. Your settings are, and I know why they're set on private, and I'm respectful of that. And so several of you have let me know mine are set on private as well for a reason. And so those of you, I will, and I know you're subscribed to my channel, then you're good. Since this costs a bit to send overseas, this is for US only, and I am sorry about that. Nobody likes to do that. Let's see. If you are interested in entering this giveaway, I asked Handsome, I said, honey, what what do they need to say? Because everybody got such a kick out of last time what he said about lucky and charms. This time he said, and got it written down so that, you know, there's no mistake in what you need to say. You need to say exactly. You're not the floss of me. I know he knows I love it when he does puns. And so that's what he came up with. Okay. So if you're interested in entering and all of the above that I just mentioned, we've got covered, then please write this in the comments below. And it would be nice to say hi to us as well. You know, that would be nice. And I'm going to follow into Susan's footsteps. She, her last giveaway, I'm not sure if it's still going on today or not. It was her most recent one. But she had said, when she picks she's just going to pick a winner. She's not going to set a date. And I don't think that's something I've ever done, unless it was like a hidden giveaway. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to say this is going to be, the winner is going to be picked at this date. I'm just going to pick a winner when I pick a winner. That's going to be fun. There's a lot of work. If you've done giveaways, there's a lot of work in it. And so, yeah, I'm just going to pick a winner when I pick a winner, okay? And I'd like to thank you guys for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.